delighted to be joined by Milan Jerkovic, the Executive Chair of Wiluna Mining. Milan, how are you today?
Oh, thanks, Dannika, and good to talk again.
So for the uninitiated, Wiluna Mining is essentially a gold development company, but with a little bit of a twist because you have existing production and cash flow that supports what is a pretty aggressive stage production ramp up over the next 3 years. Tell me, what is your track record of delivering projects of this scale?
Thanks, Dannika. And look, it certainly takes experience and knowledge to tackle a project of this scale. It's a 1.5 million tonne per annum underground mine with supporting infrastructure. I guess particularly with Straits Resources, during that time, we constructed a number of mines. In fact, took a coal mining operation with 1.5 million tonnes production a year to 10 million tonnes over 3 years by expanding one mine and building another one. We also built 2 copper mines in that period in Australia, the Wind Creek Copper Mine and the Tritton Copper Mine, and a number of other smaller projects. During my time as CEO, during that period, that was all done under my watch. Before that, I was essentially a operator on the ground. I was managing a number of mines, and in fact, oversaw the construction of the Geelong Copper Mine back in the 90s as well. And then the team I've got around me has got similar experience in delivering on projects that we put together.
Moving along to your recent half yearly that you just released, the standout figure there was the 30 million invested on geology and mine development. Where specifically did the dollars go? What do you have to show for it? And how does it further your ramp up strategy?
So that's a very good question. So really we're about 20 to 30% into building a very large scale Wiluna mine, right under the head frame. The main focus is in that mine where our best resources are 4.3 million ounces at 4.9 grams. The half of that money is going into basically refurbishing and building the mine, the access, the declines, the ventilation, the power, the water that supports both the ramp up to stage 1, which is 750,000 tonnes per annum sometime in the second half of the next financial year, and then the full ramp up in 2024 to 1.5 million tonnes underground. That's about half the expenditure so far that's been spent. The other half is essentially on improving the reserve quality in and around this development that we're doing. So bringing either more grade or more tonnes to support development. Every gram gives us 25,000 tonnes more production a year. So it increases the margin, reduces the costs. And going forward, our drilling with 7 rigs, we've got 3 underground, 4 on the surface, is all about improving that plan. It's adding grade and ounces to the immediate capital activity to improve the costs and lower the development per ounce that we're mining, essentially.
Was there any other successes in the half yearly that you want to speak about?
So in terms of our half year results, the operating profit for the half year is astounding. It's the best the company's had. It's a significant operational turnaround, and we continue to focus on making sure our operating margins are maintained for the modest operation we currently have, which is that sort of 60,000 ounces or so. All the ore's been mined. We've got hedging locked in for the next 6 months, and that margin is hopefully protected through to as we ramp up in the second half of this year. So I think the team's going to be congratulated. This half year has been an outstanding operational turnaround, and we're generating significant cash flow to support what we're doing. Yeah,
quite the turnaround. So to wrap up, tell us, why should we invest in Wiluna Mining?
Well, the main thing you should be focusing on, Wiluna, is that we're in a very early stage of a significant growth phase to get to 250,000 ounces of repeatable production at the end of in 2024, which will be then backed up by significant drill results to show us a 10-year plus optimized mine with very good cash costs by that stage, and significant additional ounces defined through the drill bit, which will continue. So it's all about getting this stabilized to a 10-year repeatable cash flow company, and we're talking about delineating another 5 to 7 million ounces as we undertake the journey of building this mine to that scale.
Thanks so much for joining me today, Milan. It was lovely to speak to you again, and look forward to chatting again soon.
Thanks, Dannika. Good to speak to you again.